Hi, I'm Claire, and welcome back to the Claire Closet, FEiST, Female Entrepreneurs in Small Towns. And we're back here in the gorgeous sanctuary, and I'm so excited because we have Tianna Edwards of Keep Up with Kingston here with us.
Hi.
Hey.
So Keep Up with Kingston is a blog that I run. It's basically focused on Kingston and all of my adventures here. I like to talk about local businesses, small local businesses, and just basically get everybody who lives here and who wants to visit here excited about what Kingston has to offer.
So what made you start Keep Up with Kingston?
Basically, I moved back from Toronto. I grew up in Kingston, and I was moving back home, and I wanted to convince myself that Kingston was great. And so by doing that, I wanted to really embrace everything that Kingston had to offer. And that meant, going out to eat and taking pictures and kind of just like showing everybody how great it is here.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. And do you like Kingston?
I do. I love Kingston.
What else drew you into coming back to Kingston? Why did you leave Toronto?
I lived in Toronto for about 10 years and I got married, and it was just kind of that time where it was like quality of life in terms of affordability and buying a home, and it was kind of that thing that a lot of people now who are my age, like approaching 30 or kind of have to ask themselves that question. I have my parents here as well, so it just felt like the right time to move back.
Awesome. And how long ago was it that you started the blog?
It's been 2 years next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about running a blog. I feel like for a lot of people, that's a big thing. Let's start a blog. And then you start a blog and it lasts 2 weeks and you're like, I'm so bored of this, or I can't maintain it. How do you maintain your blog?
Basically.
Keep the momentum going.
Yeah, basically because my job before moving back to Kingston was a journalist for a magazine. So I have a lot of experience in writing and content creation and just kind of like being really fast at getting articles up. And so I missed that coming to Kingston and starting more of like a corporate job as a communications officer. So for me, it's really easy to just like quickly write a story. It doesn't take very long. Right. So it really Kingston was really easy because it's something that obviously I was getting passionate about. And I think the really key thing is finding something that you're passionate about that you can talk about. Right. So that it's not really like a burden to write about anything in terms of running a blog. I think that a lot of the problems with running blogs is people see what other people are doing and then they want to just kind of do that without really looking at like what they're capable of writing about and what interests them. So they're trying to force something.
And niche it too much, right? Like
exactly.
Kingston's pretty broad.
Exactly. Yeah, Kingston's really broad, and I knew I didn't really want to write about myself personally. I wanted it to be something that a lot of people can experience, and Kingston is one of those things where it's like all of us young people are here, and we just want to experience. It's
awesome.
fun.
Now, there's a lot of people that might be considering running a blog, and the blog taking on form maybe an Instagram account or something they're passionate about, starting their own brand or their own line of something. What advice would you give to someone starting out and keeping the momentum and keeping followers engaged?
I think one of the first things that's really key is just putting yourself out there right away. Instead of like sitting and thinking on it, I think you just kind of have to start. For me, it was one of those things where I just had to kind of start the account, and that held me accountable to creating content. And it's also just like not putting the pressure on yourself. I think that a lot of people are like, are you gonna make this your full-time job? Are you gonna? And I'm like, it's a fun side thing, and it started now to allow me to make money, but I have a job, and so it's easier when there's less pressure. I think when you start to put pressure on yourself, then things start to kind of get overwhelming, and then you lose momentum.
I like that.
Yeah.
Organic kind of start. You don't put any pressure. It doesn't have to turn into anything. It just because you're passionate about it.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
Now you talk about now it's becoming profitable, which congratulations, because that's the dream. Everyone's like, I'm a blogger, but now I'm making money blogging, which is congrats.
Thanks.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. How often do you need to be putting out content? Now you're 2 years in, you're making a profit. What does your production schedule look like?
Again, like I still, even though now I'm making a profit, I still am pretty low on pressure for myself because my full-time job is pretty demanding. But I say like a story at least once a week, and then in terms of photos on Instagram, then I say 3 times a week at the minimum.
Right.
But like I'm not one of those people that likes to post 3 times a day. Though if you do want to gain followers very quickly, then that really works for a lot of people.
Right.
It's kind of trying to find that happy medium between like not
You're not a
oversaturating.
slave to your Instagram account or whatever.
Exactly, because then you're like, everywhere you go, you're trying to find something, and then you're not even talking to anybody around you because you're trying to get the posts up. So, yeah.
I feel like that's what we've talked to a lot of entrepreneurs, and it's finding that balance, that lifestyle balance for you that really, really works. So,
definitely.
No, and I think that's awesome. And if you haven't, check out Keeping Up with Kingston with Tianna Edwards, and it's she's doing some amazing things. And it's nice because here we are in Kingston, and you're supporting this, and we're so happy to have you on. Thanks.
Thanks.